Yo, what up, what up? Welcome back. I'm your host, bwriter, some co-host,
J Bell,
and this is
Final Thoughts.
Today's topic, you might not like this one. Dr. Sebi, snake oil salesman. Let's check it out.
In the past, there was 2,781 cases that came before the Supreme Court and lost.
Yeah.
I won.
Yeah.
Not only did I prove scientifically, but I had the diagnostic sheets, and I do have them today.
Here we are, once again. Yeah, I don't think y'all gonna like this episode.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Most of y'all, anyway. But
Only a certain, type. Ilk, whatever you want to call it. Those of that ilk.
Yeah, people. But it's been a long time coming, and it's time we tackled Dr. Sebi, or as I call him, Alfredo Bowman. That's his freaking name.
Right, because he's not a doctor.
No, he's not. He didn't go to med school or nothing like that.
Which begs the question why people even took him seriously to begin with.
You know why.
I think it's a case where it's just like one of those things where it's like, oh, he's saying words I don't understand. It must be true. Because he's studied these things extensively.
Yeah.
And he's black.
Yeah. And here we are with this, having to deal with this. So we've been kind of trying to figure out how to deal with the whole Dr. Sebi topic for a while.
Yeah, we have. We actually would have posted this maybe a year and a half ago, but
yeah,
we like, well, let's do a little more research. Let's be a little bit more tactical about this because Dr. Sebi adherents are very, very, very
staunch.
Yeah.
Fanatical even.
Yeah.
Could be a word you use.
Absolutely.
But all this video is us going through a few of his claims and just seeing if they're true or not,
So, claim number one.
Claim number one.
Doing a documentary on the trial in 1985 when Dr. Sebi went to trial against New York. Right. Because he put in the newspaper he cured AIDS.
Yeah. Did
He beat the case.
Yeah.
And he went to federal court the next day and beat that case on record.
Yep.
And nobody talked about
Claim
it.
number one is he went to court and he won all his court cases. And they brought in a bunch of witnesses that had been cured, that he had cured of AIDS and all these different types of incurable diseases.
Everything.
Yeah. And he won both his cases, and that's why he was so popular or whatnot. So what's the truth behind that? Come on.
Yeah. I guess you had to be there for it to get it.
So here's my thing. This has always been my biggest thing about this. If I had AIDS or cancer and you cured me of that, I would be the biggest cheerleader ever.
Rightfully so.
My family would know about you. You invited to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a present under the tree for you. Everybody would know about you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if you cured a lot of people over time, we would all just know about this. You know what I'm saying?
True. We would know the names of people.
We would know the names of the people, the family that they belong to. You know what I'm saying? Everyone, it would just be a thing. Yeah. It just would.
There definitely wouldn't be a secret.
No, I mean when people are cured of cancer, you know what I'm saying. You immediately know oh, this was a breast cancer survivor.
Yes.
We have the pink ribbon and all this kind of stuff, and they're vocal about it, and
you know their names, you know their backstory.
Exactly.
Why is this not the case with him?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
But the people he's cured. Has anyone ever met any of these people? that claim to have been cured of incurable diseases from it.
Right.
You know,
diseases that are still incurable. And I think a lot of this is the reason he is so like popular, I think, is because a lot of black people, and don't get mad at me, but a lot of y'all are conspiracy theorists. Y'all think, you know, man, the government XYZ.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, the government has reach and power and stuff like that, but really?
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
The government tried to kill this person. Like, nah, bro.
I understand that too, because I've seen that a lot, and the people I associate with, there's this level of mistrust, right? Because of past things that they've done to black folks.
I get it.
It makes sense, right? But that mistrust leads to belief in crazy stuff, you know. And with this particular instance, the truth is, Dr. Sebi went to court twice, right? Mm-hmm. His first court case, he actually did win. And it's because they didn't have enough evidence saying that he was diagnosing people of illness. So they the government tried to nail him on that. And they realized that he never actually clinically diagnosed anyone of any illness before he prescribed medicine to them.
Clever girl.
So he ended up winning that case because they didn't have enough evidence saying that he did that. The second court case that was the one that he lost. And as much as they try to tell you, you've seen videos of him saying that he won, he didn't win that case. What happened was they told him that you can sell your products, but you cannot call this medicine. You can't say that it cures anything because it doesn't. Which flies in the face of this narrative of, he brought a whole bunch of people in here who claimed or said that they had been cured, and that's how he won. No, if that was the case, then he would have been able to call his stuff medicine. They literally denied him that. So that's not true.
Some of y'all Negroes are sick.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of easy to like, okay, you have HIV or AIDS or cancer or whatever, and it's been diagnosed by doctors. This is a proven fact. You have it. Mm-hmm. And then you went to him and he put you on whatever medicine or regimen that he gave you, and it worked. And now when we do tests, you're completely clean, you're good, you're healthy, you no longer have whatever affliction that you had before. It's easy to prove that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a hard thing.
Yeah. But he said he got documentation or whatever.
Yeah,
he said he just like,
I looked up some
beware.
I couldn't find nothing. What documentation he talking about, I don't know. He could be just talking out his ass.
Really?
Could be.
Why, thank you for assuming that automatically. That is a refreshing change of pace.
Maybe. I haven't seen it. Like, for me, it's like we realize that this discovery would change the landscape of medicine at this point. You know, if you're able to cure like these congenital illnesses with like just alkaline diet and taking supplements,
push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice.
You think that this isn't going to be something that is shouted to the rooftops? Nobody's going to talk about this? You know?
You know what's amazing? That he's the only person, like the one person on this whole planet that figured it all out, right?
Without going to school.
Without going to school to get a doctorate or any degree. Like, he figured it out.
Yeah.
And then people, like I said before, conspiracy theorists will be like, well, he did figure it out, but they killed him because the medicine, big pharma benefits off of people who have to keep coming back and all of that, So I'm just like, well, okay. y'all do know that the government that y'all are talking about is limited to America. This isn't like the planetary government.
Surprise, mother.
This isn't China.
Yeah.
You do realize that they do shit differently in China, and they do things differently in Japan and Russia and other places like that, right? But he was the only one out of billions of people throughout all of history since these afflictions started to figure this out. You don't question none of that.
No. Okay.
You know, there's nobody in China that's able to do this. Germany or Brazil somewhere. Like, there's no one.
In Mexico, maybe.
Right.
The person who he said he learned this from was a Mexican. So there's no other Mexicans that know how to do this
At all.
Stop asking me questions.
Like, what are we doing?
So like, why don't we ask these kind of questions to like figure these things out? It's like outrageous claims, right? Desires, outrageous.
Outrageous claims.
Evidence.
Required.
Yeah. Required.
Outrageous evidence. It does. They do. If you say that you can cure AIDS, then you need to be able to prove that without a doubt.
The onus is on you.
For sure. You know.
So let's move on to like claim 2.
Claim 2.
Alkaline. The body doesn't need any acids. Acids eats you up. Alkalinity to preserve you is electrical.
Yeah.
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 This is good. I like this. So, your thoughts on his alkaline claim? Let's dive into it.
So this one is, and I get why people are so easily led astray by this one, because how often do we even research or talk about alkalinity in our foods or whatnot?
Right.
It's not something that we keep track of, right? Well, but the idea behind the alkaline diet is mostly BS.
Bullshit.
So it's something that's been propagated a lot, and you see a whole lot of people trying to push the narrative of alkalinity and health, which it's fine to like eat your vegetables. Most people don't eat enough vegetables, so the more vegetables you eat, you're probably more better off than your neighbor is. But alkalinity isn't something that is easily transferable. Like, what people need to understand is that the pH balance within your body is very different depending on what part of your body you're talking about. Your organs, your nervous system, your bloodstream. These different parts of your bodies have to have different pH balances in order to do their job. So for instance, your stomach literally has acid inside of it, right?
Fair assessment.
It has to in order to break down your food. Now, that acidity goes down when we talk about your bloodstream. Your bloodstream is more alkaline than your stomach. But you will never, no matter how many vegetables you eat, how much alkaline foods you put into your body, you will never be able to wildly or significantly adjust the alkalinity in your blood. It's not how, your body is not going to allow it, because you wouldn't be able to function if you could. Just like you shouldn't be able to significantly adjust the acidity of the stomach acid in your body, because if your stomach acid was less acidic, you probably wouldn't be able to break down foods as well.
Boy, cooking.
Like,
keep going.
There's a reason why your body does what it does. Like, people whose stomach acid doesn't break down food as well, they have illnesses. There's a problem with them, and they have to do things to mitigate that. But the whole idea of alkalinity and acidity and being able to change that within your body, I'm here to tell you that it's a BS narrative. You really can't change, you can't re-alkalinize your blood. You can eat all the spinach you want. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah, you know, it's called biology. Just in case you didn't know. It's called biology.
What up, y'all? Thank you for checking us out. That was part 1 of our 2-part Dr. Sebi series. We'll be dropping part 2 pretty soon, so y'all stay tuned. Once again, thank y'all for listening to our ramblings. We'll be back shortly with part 2.